What is your will, my master?
Hey, what's up, Obi? Quick demo video for you for your Darkness V3 by SP Sabers and Props and Phoenix Props. I just got done doing one of these last night for myself, and your chassis was the one that I showed that it was partially wired up, but obviously it's all done now, right? So this is installed with a Proffie V2. You've got 3 sets of CC Sabers lit PCBs in there, like exactly like we talked about. 2 button setup, right? So your pillbox under here, that's going to be your activation switch, and then your button back here, that's your auxiliary switch. And this is just on with a magnet. I also installed your 2 side blades, so we'll fire those up as well. Let's kind of take this apart, right? Like there's 3 bolts here. You've got 1, 2, and 3. We need to take all those out, so we'll do that real quick. It's a little bit of a process to get to the chassis, but it's no big deal. The good thing about locking all 3 of these bolts down, once you get everything together, this thing is as solid as can be. All right, so we'll get these out real quick. One more. Once you get all 3 of these out, you kind of want to hang on to the top and the shroud piece, because now the shroud up here will be loose. So we'll just hang on to that. I did cut your red wire right here underneath this clip, so you could just pull it up like that, and you could slide this handle right off. And then we'll go ahead and we'll go in the back. We'll grab a pair of tweezers just like this, and you can take this auxiliary switch and you can pull it right out. It's on that magnet right there, just like that. So once you get all that done, you can go ahead and slide this shroud all the way off, and then you've got your complete exposed saber here. So this is the chassis. You've got your kill switch right here that we talked about. Proffie board, obviously. Your board is adhered down to the shelf, but you can take your SD card in and out from here, and you can use a 90 degree data cable like this. It goes in here no problem, just like that, so you can get to your board. Okay, you got a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. Removable battery. This is set up for a 21700 battery, so you got a lot of life. And then you've got 2 sets of 8 pixel strips on each side of this chassis. So you got one right here, and then you've got another one on the other side right here. And then I did weather up this chassis a little bit for you. It did come kind of bright red like this, so I just kind of darkened it up, made it look a little weathered for you so it would match the saber. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll throw a battery in here. We'll go over through just a few sound fonts with the handle off so that you can see what the chassis is doing. And I'll go ahead and I'll put it back all together, and then we'll focus on the saber when it's completely all put together. This battery is a nice tight fit into the chassis. It's made to be that way. You're probably not going to be able to get it out with your finger. You just take a small tool and pop it out. It comes out no problem. But of course, you're not going to hear anything yet until we come over here and flip the kill key.
What could you give me? Everything.
So of course, you got that going on in the chassis on both sides. And then you can see it pretty nice up top too. It also kind of lights up the material from underneath, so that's pretty cool. Now if we come over here and hit our activation switch, which is right here, that changes. All of your LEDs are firing up, right? Auxiliary. Just like that. And then every sound font, the chassis does something, right? So just expect that to do that on every font. We'll go ahead and we'll start putting this guy back together. I'm going to flip the kill key while we do that because it's a little bit of a process. First, we want to take the shroud Put the shroud all the way on. And it will basically lock in place. I do need to turn this on before I put the handle on though.
I'll show you the dark side.
You got that little notch in your handle right there on the top of your handle that lines up where your switch is at, so it only goes on one way. And it'll clamp right down in place. So once we do that, we're going to need to line up these bolts and screw them back in. I'll probably cut the video off here, and then I'll be right back once I screw these in. Alright, so I got all 3 of those bolts put on. So now we can come back over here and we can put that wire back in the clip so it doesn't look like it's ever been cut. And then we can take your auxiliary switch right here and just throw it right in the hole. And that magnet will lock onto place. So we're good to go there. So you got motion controls, obviously, right? Nice and loud. Auxiliary. Twist off. Or we can come over here and we can hit activation, which is right here. And again, and turn it off. You have that delay in your Quillians. And we'll turn it off again. I put the delay on for the Kylo fonts. On the other fonts, all 3 of these will fire up at the same time. All right, so I'm going to throw some blades in here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've got all 3 of your blades in here. So typically what I've been doing is I've been drilling and tapping my own blade retention on the back side of this guy, because your blade retentions for your Qui-Gons are here in the back. But on your particular one, Sean has started putting the grub screw in here that's drilled and tapped already, and then you also have this very tiny Allen key that will come with your box that is for that grub screw in particular. So we're just going to use that for the blade retention since it's already there. All right, so when we turn this on, got your side blades lighting up nice, main blade. Blade lock up. We'll go to our music check. Just hold down power for 1 second and let go. Super loud. And do the same thing to turn it off. Just hold down for 1 second and let go.
You're hard to get rid of.
Try not to hit anything with this, but yeah.
Second sister.
And now you've got a second sister font. These will all fire up at the same time. Just like that. Blade lock up on all 3.
I will give you so much more. Ancient integration.
Blade lock up right here.
Lord Vader.
There we go. through another soundtrack real quick. The sound's just banging out of there.
Just a simple wander. You can never escape me.
R2-D2, where are you?
This one I gave you for R2-D2. I gave you a blue
Let's see
Unstable.
if we can't figure out what you are, my little friend.
R2? R2! Where are you?
Kylo Ren.
I think we might be back at the beginning. You did have 12 sound fonts on here that I put on here for you. I don't know if we cycled through all those or not, but we cycled through most of them. I'm going to take the blades back off and we'll come back and talk about the saber, okay? Okay, I went ahead and took the blades out, and then I also took the 3 bolts out to take this entire thing off, and then I went ahead and I removed your auxiliary switch while I was at it, right? So we'll just go ahead and we'll pull this wire again, and then pull the handle straight out. You can see the chassis on is still going. So it'll go until we come over here and flip this kill switch, and now everything's dead exactly like it should be. And then, of course, like I said, to take this battery out, you'll probably need a tool. I just use the back side of my tweezers. Come over here and pop it out with your finger, just like that. And this, whoops, this this will be coming with the saber. But that is pretty much your Darkness V3. Let me know if you got any questions, and if not, this guy will go out in the mail to you first thing Monday morning. All right, thanks.